This is Comic Chingisha. I'm here just to show you which ones I feel that are the best launchers in 2017. And here with me, I'm using a Sony Xperia M5 or E56. Now, with me here, these launchers are based on my personal opinions, which one I consider to be the most hardcore. So with me here, so let's get into it as we begin and as I take you through. Number 5, I've got Hexi Launcher. So Hexi Launcher, so I already have it. You can just go to Play Store and download it, but I already have it, so I'll go through into it. So this launcher brings to you, or brings to the person who's trying to use it a 2D dimension of what we call six-sided hexagon. You know what a hexagon is? A six-sided shape or pattern, so to say. So the goodness part about this launcher is that it arranges all the apps in a way that depending on their colors. Take for instance, here you've got green here. This side which has got green here shows that all the apps that have been arranged in this order have got green, and then all these apps that have got blue here, as you can see here, meaning that they've got blue which is more dominant than the other, and then you can see that there are even some other colors here. But one good thing about this app, Hex Launcher, is that those apps that you use very much, take for instance Facebook, WhatsApp and Album, you can see that they've got different colors. Like here we've got yellow, we've got green, and we've got blue. Despite the color, it will arrange them in a way that you'll be able to find them in one area. So it's easy to browse, very smooth. You can even see from the way I'm trying to scroll up. Number 4 launcher, I have here what we call Nokia launcher. Now this launcher, most people might be asking, since we all know that at this moment in time Nokia may seem to be down or out of market. Most of the people are wondering why is Nokia still producing such kind of apps. But I'll tell you the truth, I think this is one of the best launchers that I found on the market. Nokia launcher actually makes it easy for users. It's very much user friendly. So take for instance, if you want to go to WhatsApp and you know that you don't have any menu here, all you have to just type or write W on your screen, and it will automatically show all the apps that I've got W, and you can see that WhatsApp is there, so you can even go into WhatsApp as soon as possible. And then one other thing also you can also do with this launcher is sorry, let me go back to my launcher. Yes, one other thing you can also do is you can also easier to take for instance you want to go into contacts. It's very much easy, just type C and all the all the apps that I've got C's, they'll pop up. So that's how easy this launcher is. Oh, sorry, so let's go back, and then we just write C, and then all the apps we see, they'll come up. So trust me, it's just my bad handwriting, but trust me, this app is very much good, very much smooth. And then if take for instance you want to use an app which is which has got a letter Q, of course there are no letters with any Q, so you can see from there it's very smooth. So I recommend Nokia launcher, so that you can try it out at your own free will. But trust me, this launcher is very much good, most especially for those that like love typing as compared to scrolling. It's a very good app, and you'll find it very much interesting. On my number 3, I've got what we call Smart Launcher. Smart Launcher. Now this app is also very much user friendly. That's the reason why I've put it on my number 3. And pardon me, this is not the way it looks, the font, because the other thing also you have to consider is that I customized my apps, so that's the reason why it's looking like this. So if you want more customization, you can just download other themes and other icon packs, and then you can customize it this way. But nonetheless, we can still go through into my review. So you can even see from here that it arranges everything, only has one screen, and then from here it's got a menu bar on your left, and then all you have to do just press on your menu bar, and then everything just pops up. So take for instance, in here you've got things like messages, and then it also arranges them in order. So here you've got browsers, anything that has to do with browsing, anything that has to do with internet, and then anything that has to do with games, you'll find it in the folder for games. And then anything to do with music gallery, anything has to do with photos, you'll find them in the next the next icon called media. And then anything to do with writing, anything that has to do with readings, you'll find them in the utility. And anything to do with settings, you'll find it in settings. You can see these are my settings, and then anything to do with contact. So that's how easy this launcher is. So and it's called Smart Launcher. It's very much user friendly. I would advise anyone who can I can just advise anyone to have a touch of this same launcher. So Nova Launcher is on the list of being the second launcher. So I love this launcher. It's very much user friendly. As you can see from here, you can make so many customization. Take for instance, okay, it's only that I already made some customization. So you can see from here that even the settings for Nova Launcher are very much user friendly. Take for instance from you can even set it to default if you want. Go back to the same launcher that I was using, but this launcher is extremely perfect for me. I love this launcher, and I would advise anyone who would want to try out which one is the best launcher, go for Nova Launcher, because I feel Nova Launcher is the best launcher at the moment. The icon packs, if you feel are not good, you can even change them to any of the icon packs that you can even download. Take for instance, in my case, I was using Click UI or Coffee icon pack, but you can even change to some other icon pack, and boom, you will see that everything else changes. It's a very good launcher. You will love it. Just have it feel, have it touch, and trust me, this is how it looks, and this is how simple this launcher is. Nova Launcher is one of my best launchers that I've found on the market to be one of the perfect launchers. On my number one list is, guess, I'm a fan of Windows, and which one do you think can be on the number one list? So let's go back and we continue to my number one list of my launchers. So on my number one is what we call computer launcher. Well, this launcher is one of the best launcher, except that it just needs a bit of some modification. But trust me, I am a fan of Windows OS or Windows operating system, and I love this launcher, and I would love to see that this launcher has to be worked on, and it will be one of the best launchers as compared to all these launchers. That's the reason why I put it to be on my number one. So as you can see from here, the menu is very simple. It's more like Windows 10. Everything comes to you on a silver platter. Take for instance, if you have because you have some side apps. If you want to go into camera, it's very much easy. Go into camera, and then since I always use I don't usually set my apps to default, and then if you want to go into Facebook, it's very much easy. Just go into Facebook and you will find everything that you need. And then you can see from here that it also has some sorry for that. It also has a notification bar from your right side, and then you can see that it's as good as Windows 10. And then you can also see that it's also got a mini notification bar. And then if you want, you can even go further into the system. Is as good as having a phone or a computer in your hand, a mini computer with a Windows 10 running in your hand. Take for instance, you want to go into camera, you will find everything. It's not as if these things were just put for decoration, but trust me, everything that has been put here is very much 100% working. So this is where you find everything, because I transferred most of my my things into the memory card. I backed up everything, so that's the reason why you found that I couldn't show one of the things. So all these things I backed them up. So let me show you something. Ta-da! Everything is there. Everything is there. So this app is one of the best apps that you can ever have. So I recommend that you guys can look into this app called the Computer Launcher. So I want you guys to tell me what you think about this review. I want you guys to write your comment so that I can see them, and then you can also advise which one you think is the best launcher. Let me hear your comments. Thank you very much for watching this video. Goodbye.